Now to an unbelievable journey for a rescued dog. He was roaming on his own for 4 months, traveling through 4 counties before volunteers finally brought him home.
David Highfield's here now with the happy ending. David.
Yeah, Ken and Susan, Henry's story is pretty incredible. It's unclear how many miles he actually traveled, but his journey began in Butler County. He went down to Allegheny, then went over to Beaver, back to Allegheny, then up to Armstrong, and then back to Butler before his tour of Western Pennsylvania came to an end.
Lay down and watch TV, huh?
These days, Henry at Great Pyrenees is living in a warm, loving foster home in Irwin. And if he could talk, he'd have quite a story to tell. The Great Pyrenees Club of Western PA rescued him from a hoarding situation in Florida. His name was Odin back then, and he was very nervous with his first foster family in Cranberry. He preferred to be outside.
So they slept outside with him, and then in the early morning when they woke up and they came in the house to make cup of coffee, Odin up and over his fence.
That was June 28th. They put his picture on flyers and on Facebook and began getting calls of sightings.
He would run all night and then bed down somewhere during the day.
They set up traps with cameras and put food out, but
He never stopped. He just kept moving.
He went from Cranberry to Marshall Township to Franklin Park to Westview, back to Franklin Park to Sewickley Heights to Economy to Ambridge to Emsworth, back to Westview to Millvale to Natrona Heights to Butler to Fenelton to Slatelik to Sarver and to Cabot.
And I saw him several times, but he would just keep moving. He would just keep running.
Finally, a man called to say Odin was sleeping next to his house, and a group of volunteers moved in.
They had blankets, and they came around the house, and I'm like, hurry up, and like we just charged him, and he never saw it coming.
It was November 1st, and everyone was pleased he was now safe. He went to the vet for a week and needed to be shaved, but amazingly, he was pretty healthy. Now as Henry, he seems to be appreciating big doses of caring and love.
I think Henry's got a wonderful disposition. He's been through so much. And you can tell, he's nervous and he's afraid.
And they believe all those sightings really were Henry and not another dog. They say he got very smart. He even seemed to return to neighborhoods on trash nights because he knew that's how he could get a meal.
What did you just
I
ask?
said, where did he eat? What was he eating?
Right.
There you go. He was a smart dog.
Odin or Henry, he knew what he was doing. So he's with a foster family. They're still looking for a permanent home?
Yes, exactly. So it's going to take a few months. He's going to have to get acclimated to be in a regular home, and they'll also do some training. But anyone interested in being his forever home can contact the Great Pyrenees Club of Western Pennsylvania on Facebook, and they'll let you know when that can become a possibility.
Seems like a very good boy.
Very smart
He seemed
dog.
to be smiling. I love that.
Good face on him. All right,
Thanks, David.